This pretty good coverage is brought to you by Power Grip, the official retail partner of the European Pro Tour.
Welcome to MDG Media's coverage of the Tyyni Open 2023 European Pro Tour stop number 5. We have final round coverage from the FPO lead card. Andrew Gum here in Disc Golf Stream Studios, and again alongside Rachel Turton.
Good to be back. Yeah, back in the studio and ready for round 3.
Here you are. 938 rated. 78% C1X. Coming out of St. Andrews, United Kingdom. Sponsored by Prodigy Disc.
Next up, we'll have Anneli Tõugjas-Männiste, rated 930, 80% fairway hits. And on a tough course like this, that's a really good rate. And 91% C1X. Yeah, she's been on a heater. Sponsored by Discmania Discs.
Yeah, really good. 90%, 91%. Solid. We have Heidi Laine, representing Clash Discs from Hämeenlinna, Finland. 954. Defending champion here. 75% fairway and C1X hits.
And last up, we'll have Kaidi Allsalu, rated 935, also sponsored by Prodigy. 70% fairway hits so far and 67% putting.
There we see it. You got a 3-stroke lead coming into this final round. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good, you know. Heidi and Olivia both had tough hole 18s on the second round. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll be looking to claw a few strokes back. But, yeah, bit of a cushion going into the final round. Hole 1 is a slightly uphill par 3 72-metre hole with OB on the right and on the left. Just quite close in on the left-hand side, really, just about maybe 4 or 5 metres away from the basket. So you're really looking to put one out to the right and just have it fade slightly. Yeah, it should play was one of the easiest holes on the course, so a nice one to start with.
Yeah, over that apple orchard green, or fairway and green. Like you said, the OB is kind of the main thing that can stop you from getting the birdie. Otherwise, it's one you're hoping to get right out of the gates.
Yeah, definitely. One that everybody will be looking to get, really. I'm throwing an A3 just up and out to the right. Probably a little bit wider than I would have liked to have thrown it, but flirting with that OB long, but up and into the circle, so not a bad start.
No, just a bit of a tester putt to get the round going,
yeah.
But it's always nice to have it inbounds. Anneli taking I think it's a fairway driver. Mm-hmm. Trying to make sure it breaks left. Nice. Touch hyzer. It catches the last apple tree. That's going to leave her on the circle's edge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heidi with a mint, looking to get close.
There it is. Tries to check up.
Just an unlucky skip into that OB. Yeah, it really does come into play sometimes. Quite unfortunate start.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked a little bit left out of the hand, but sometimes they come down nice. It just kind of slid, just maybe half a meter past the OB line there.
Kaidi with the MX3, just putting it into the same tree as Anneli, and yeah, there'll be circle's edge, a tester put to start, like you say. I'm looking straight at that OB behind the basket.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary run. Gun in your head.
Yeah, definitely. Bit too soft, but not too bad.
No, nobody else is in great position either, really, so.
Yeah, kind of surprising.
Nothing really lost.
You'd hope the lead card would be putting it close. A great putt from Kaidi.
Yeah, solid straddle putt there. Right in the center of the chains.
Nice way to get the round going, when you make a long one for the first couple of holes. It's, really sets you up well for the round. Anneli too with a great make.
Great for the confidence to get those first putts in there. This one averaging 2.83.
Probably one of the few holes to average under par, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly not the easiest today, but right up there near the top.
Heidi with the OB par.
Clean comeback.
And yeah, I just tap in for 3 as well, which narrows the gap a little bit.
That's right. Anneli just 2 strokes behind. Moving on to hole 2, par 5, 220 meters over this really pretty fairway. You want to try to get up past these skinny birch trees if possible. Usually the right side is the best way to go, but it's not too thick on the left, so you can find lines through there. Right side you don't want to be. There's that OB lurking over there on the left side. Doesn't usually come into play, but when it does, it's not nice to deal with. Then you got this really skinny gap way uphill to a tough green, guarded by that one big pine and cluttered behind, and on the left, slopey.
Yeah, tough second hole after the easy one first. Anneli lines at the driver. I believe it's a DD1.
Yep.
Puts a great move on it. Yeah, looks really nice. Straight through that gap in the middle. Yeah, perfect drive.
Nice one. Seems like there was a little bit of wind today, but clear, mostly clear skies.
Yeah, agreed. It was quite a nice day to play, really.
That's really nice. Hits the edge of the ditch, but comes out of it. She should have a little bit of run up at least.
Yeah, it's good to just skip out of that ditch. It's kind of hard when your feet are stuck down there, so it's a good shot. I just never quite got this tee shot right, you know. That's a lot further left than I was planning on putting it, and yeah, I don't know, maybe I was just a little bit worried about falling off the end of the tee pad, but I'll be on the left-hand side of the fairway. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's good position there. It's a pretty steep drop off the end there, isn't
There
it?
is a bit, yeah. Heidi also keeps it quite low. Gets a nice little skip on the ground, and yeah, we'll be just over the ditch too.
Yeah, had enough speed to get through the ditch there. She'll be fine on the other side. There you can see Kaidi's run-up is a bit abbreviated because of that ditch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot deeper than it looks on camera because there's some tall grass growing up out of it, but it's not something you can really run up through.
No, it's really not, is it? Yeah, it's a standstill shot only from there, really.
It's a decent result. Heidi putting a good move on this one, trying to push it all the way up onto the green, but it fades out into an open spot.
Yeah, that's
Still
actually
about 20, 25 meters. Yeah.
It's a nice spot to be, though. It's quite open on that, just where she is, just there. Anneli just turns it over a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, and we'll drop just short of the tunnel.
Yeah, not the worst reaction. It came down. It didn't kick further right, at least, but it's not going to be easy. Whoa, what a nice shot. Perfect little Anheuser touch on that. Skipping up. Beautifully done.
Yeah, I was really happy with that.
How'd that left for?
I just had to miss like one or two trees right in front of me, but then, yeah, it was a great shot. Anneli just chips up.
Oh, that fights through pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really nice to commit with that kind of speed and that angle through an early gap, and then hit the late gap perfectly. A little bit of ground play, so you'll have an eagle look. Still quite long and uphill, but
I think
must feel good to get up through that gap in two.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm. A little bit further out, maybe 25 meters away. And
right.
Hit the one tree which you need to avoid in the middle of the fairway. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I could have gone right, I could have gone left, but I thought, you know what? I'll just throw it straight at the tree. not a great layup from there.
Yeah, a bit of an unforced error, I guess. Or you're feeling a little bit of nerves with the lead, or just kind of a little bit of a misrelease?
Bit of a misrelease, I think, really, yeah. I was happy with the position that I was in.
Right.
Kaidi with the long look. It's a good run and just sits on that hillside, which is nice.
Anneli's got a great jump putt. That one just comes up short. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was
nice.
happy to make that
Highlight putt there. Oh, they didn't give you a slow-mo. I think you earned one there. But Hopefully next time. Sweet jumper, though.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. It's an easy one to run uphill, but yeah, it felt nice to put it in. Anneli and Kaidi tap out. Anneli for par and Kaidi for birdie. For bogey, sorry, with Heidi and myself taking birdies. Onto hole 3. It's a very downhill par 3, 94 metres, with quite a tight double mando to hit, about 20 metres off the tee. If you make it through the mando, then there is some silver birches that you have to contend with on the right-hand side of the fairway. That would be the preferred backhand route for most players, I guess, just trying to miss all of them silver birches. But there's also this nice, slightly more open line down the left-hand side, which you could attack with a forehand as well. Basket perched on a rock just down there, a bit precarious, but yeah, let's see how the women can attack it.
It's a beautiful looking green, that's for sure, but it can be a little bit scary.
It can, yeah.
It's not super high, but yeah, the rock behind it can feel sort of obstructive if you're on the other side of it sometimes. Nice lacing it right down the right side gap, and it slides right up there long.
Yeah, just hit the rock at the end and rolled a little bit, but right up there, so pretty happy.
That can be good to get a little space off that rock, because that was just what I was talking about, was that rock can sometimes be a little bit obtrusive. If it's like just from that angle, but you're just long enough, you can easily get up and over it without any worry. Nice one there from Heidi, but it's kind of gets a bit squirrely at the end, and she's in there in the bushes.
Yeah, nice long skip, but we'll leave her with a difficult approach. Anneli taking the forehand line. Makes it pretty tight on that left-hand side mando, and the disc just fades out. Skips quite a big skip out into C2.
Wow. Yeah, that
must have been quite overstable.
Surprised that didn't hit anything. For sure, came back and skipped way over there. She's pretty far from the basket, but surprised not to hit anything. Oh, that looked pretty good, but just a little bit high and inside on that right side gap.
It's just so many silver birches to contend with.
Yeah. Good jumper there for the approach, for the par save. Anneli, yeah, she's kind of going with more of a throwing approach. Yeah. Or no, I guess it's more of a jump putt. Sorry. Nicely done.
Yeah, gets herself nice and close. Heidi from deep in the bush there. I don't think she's probably C1 long or just outside the circle, but doesn't have much to look at, unfortunately. Lays it up and we'll tap in.
Here you are for the birdie from about 6 meters. Perfect putt.
Yep, happy with that one. I don't think I've birdied that the other 2 rounds, so it was nice to get it.
Definitely a good get. Averaging 3.17 final round here. And you were actually the only birdie on the field for final day.
Anneli with the turbo putt. It's not something I'm particularly confident in yet. But yeah, with the high baskets, it's not easy when you're right underneath it. Maybe the turbo is the way to go.
It's a good trick to have, and just in case. When you need it, you really need it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's not that often, but for those elevated baskets, if you're lined up and you can just kind of dunk it in there without, especially if it's windy, you don't have to show the flight plate to the wind. Hole 4, par 3, 108 meter straight shot. You got OB lining the right and left side, sloping quite strong from right to left. And just these few trees to beat in the middle. Got some granite rock slabs that are pretty inconsistent on the skip. And then you got this little piece of lush green grass there near the green. So hard to count on the ground play. I guess the forehand is the way to attack it usually, but some people can go straight at it with the backhand, but you got to worry about that right to left slope that way for sure at the end.
Yeah, I'm just aiming to get it down the middle really with this shot here. It's not one that I'm looking to really attack because, like you say, if you land on them rocks, you could skip and roll anywhere really. So for me, down the fairway is good. And yeah, I'll be up
Perfect.
there.
Game plan executed again. Threes are good here. I mean, you see people taking numbers on this one. Doesn't look like much, but a lot more double bogeys than you'd expect.
Heidi also just going mid-range down the middle. She gets a move on it. That's a really nice shot up to them rocks there. Yeah, she's put herself in a good position.
Yeah, a nice display of her power. She gets that up to the circle's edge.
Yeah, nice. Anneli also down there, similar distance to me.
Kaidi following the same approach as you, just putting it right in the middle with a mid-range. A little further left, but it works out just fine. A little, yeah, just outside C2, I guess.
Yeah. Anneli with a little jumper leaves herself a little bit short, but she should be in from there. Yeah, bit of a
curls out a little bit at the end, yeah.
Bit of a ground reaction, meters, but
no problem.
Soft run,
Heidi
very nice.
Not a chance. That was pretty close.
Yeah, her C2 putting is really good.
Second birdie. So good, so good. Second birdie of the day. Christy Unt got it earlier, so Heidi trying to get the second one.
Just outside the circle.
Looked good. Just a little left. But anytime you can get yourself a birdie look on this one, you're happy.
Definitely, yeah. This would be a bit of a bonus birdie, I think.
For sure. Oh, a little bit low on that one. Slightly uphill, about 5 or 6 meters.
Yeah, just didn't quite adjust for it, I don't think. Nice from Anneli.
Anneli gets the par.
Tapping in my bogey and everybody else with the pars. Hole 5 is another quite tough one. Very tight fairway, winding around to the right and then around to the left. But it's quite an attackable one from this women's tee pad. I believe that Olivia got the eagle yesterday, so that was very exciting. And yeah, shows that there's a definite chance for it on this hole. It's about 180 meters, so not too long of a throw for a par 5, but still quite tight. If you're off the fairway, then you can be in jail, and yeah, you might just have to chip out. Again, we're playing up to a really quite dangerous green. There's lots of rocks, lots of roots, and a drop off to the right of the basket and behind. So a tricky green to go for.
Heidi up first on the box. Going with that backhand turnover line. Nice shaped fairway for it. Looking pretty good. It's stable enough to come out of it too. And that is beautiful, way up there. Perfect drive, really.
Absolutely crushed. Yeah, you couldn't hope for much more than that. That was the perfect drive on this hole.
Yeah, maybe if you could just get a little bit better footing at the end of it on the path is so narrow, but she is right on the edge of it, and the distance was just perfect. Yeah, that was way up there. What a mash.
Anneli just didn't quite get enough turn and will be off just to the left-hand side of the fairway.
F5 here from Kaidi. Little overturn. Kicks out nicely, but not sure if it kicked out all the way to the other side of the rough.
I'm just trying to throw mid down the middle again. Keep myself in the fairway and make it easy. But
yeah, smart play on this one.
Just a bit of an early release, really, and I'll be off the fairway and short, so not ideal.
Oh, it got kind of a nasty skip, didn't it?
Just trying to pitch up to the corner with a forehand. That's a D1.
Whoa, he did really good from there. Hits the tree. Curls back out. Another standstill shot from there, but good distance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For being tucked away.
Chipping my way down the fairway.
Yep. Good scrambling. Kaidi, whoa, she snuck through that tiny little gap on the left. I don't know how that got through. It looks physically impossible.
I think that was pretty
that
lucky.
a disc would fit through that. That's the understatement. Wow.
We'll take a bit of tree love.
That was impressive.
A brilliant forehand from Anneli from the knee. That was she was in quite a tricky position there, but managed to get a longer down the fairway. It was a great shot. Heidi with a pretty much clear look at the basket.
Look at this.
Wow.
For the albatross.
What a shot.
Oh. That was straight as an arrow the whole way, wasn't it? Right on line. Beautiful. Comes up just a little short for a pretty much tap-in eagle. Ooh, nice approach here from you. Doesn't get much ground play, but that was a really nice line. Should be in the circle, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was happy from where I was.
Looked like it was going to... Whoa. Kaidi running after it, too. Really good approaches here from everybody. That one goes a little long, but looked like it was tracking for the basket.
It did, yeah. Exciting.
Anneli, slight of late release here. Sneaks through back to the fairway, luckily. She'll have a long putt.
Yeah, kind of hard to run them on this green, this really tough green, but puts herself nice and close.
Yeah, it drops off pretty quick, and then there's kind of bad footing, low ceiling, obstructions everywhere.
Kaidi with the long look for birdie. Just a bit low.
About 13 meters?
I think I was just inside and just trying not to think too hard about the big drop off behind. But yeah.
Nice putt there. That was clean.
Very nice. An almost tap-in eagle. You can't get much better than that. That was a really well played hole from Heidi.
Super highlight there. And with that, she just moves to 3 down for the round. Bogey free with an eagle.
Yeah, starting as she means to go on, surely.
She's still 4 strokes back of you, but now she's tied with Anneli, so...
Yeah, sure.
Hole 6, par 3, 76 meters. Way up hill here. 3 different main lines to choose from. All pretty tight, though. Playing much more like 95 meters or so.
Yeah, with that hill, definitely, I agree.
And very scary green.
Again, another super fast green, like you say, just covered in rock, so any skips can quite easily become rolls or get too far away. So yeah, we're looking to try and get this one close.
Yeah, that super slick granite rock and then a couple of just random roots running along there. Makes it quite an uncertain playing surface there up near the green. Which is a common theme here at Tyyni, if you haven't noticed yet by now.
Heidi with a lovely shot, that buries straight up the middle, that middle skinny gap. Yeah, good result. She'll be just inside the circle. I'm going slightly faster. FX3, straight fairway driver, yeah.
Oh, that was looking good, but it catches that one tree and kicks down left.
Yeah, quite early left as well into the trees.
Can be a tough up and down from there.
Agreed, yeah, it's quite difficult if you miss them gaps on your first throw.
Straight into the tree for Anneli.
I think we both would have liked that tree to be removed, but that's part of the difficulty of the hole, I guess.
For sure. That tree, it's not the first time it's been hit by a disc. That one just a little too wide on the right side and gets a funky roll at the end of it. I don't think she's in good position over there.
No. A lot of trees to play through on the right-hand side. And some wind. Yeah, the wind just pulls Anneli's disc quite left of the basket. It's kind of hard to throw uphill and then think about the nose angle and think about the hyzer, and it wasn't an easy shot. And I maybe slightly overcompensate from Anneli's shot and just pull it right, but should be in the circle.
Yeah, just a little bit uphill, but you're kind of, feels like you're putting uphill from every angle on this one.
Yeah.
It's sort of up on a mound.
Great shot through.
It stays close.
Didn't look like she had an awful lot there, so that was a really good decision.
Anneli's jump putt comes up quite short, or maybe it was a layup somewhere in between.
And Heidi with the birdie look. Chooses just to lay up.
Not playing around with this green. We saw her struggle with it quite a lot on day one. It was kind of her only sort of issue that round, and she took a double bogey after being inside circle for birdie. Nice putt back there, and then a tap in for bogey. Good cleanup there for you.
Yeah, I was happy to get the putt after missing the previous one short. Or hole 4 short, I guess.
Right, yeah, that one.
Heidi and Kaidi tap in for
Solid.
par. On to hole 7. Par 4, 164 metres. Again, a very tight fairway with trouble off to the left and the right. A really good landing zone would be these rocks that we can see just straight ahead of us. We want to just get something either straight down the fairway or turn over backhand, maybe quite a straight forehand as well. There's lots of different options and ways to attack the hole. And then we're playing up through these rocks to a basket, again on a little bit of a mound with a real drop off behind the basket. You definitely don't want to be going long on your second or third shots. But it is a par 4, so there's room to chip up and still be able to get the par.
Yeah, that's right. Not the longest par 4, but quite a tricky line and lots of stuff in the way, especially on the green. And then that scary drop off for sure. Something you can't play with.
Heidi with the turnover backhand,
Maybe overcooks
but
that.
yeah, just turns it over out the hand immediately, really. We did have a little bit more wind today. Mine was just a little low out the hand, but the disc is a really straight fairway driver, so still lands me in the middle.
Yeah, good position on the fairway, just a little short. Par's good on this one though, really, as well. It's
Agreed.
4th most difficult on the course at 4.67, so no birdies yet coming in here to the lead card. You got it on day 1 though, right?
Yeah, I was really happy with the shots on day 1.
I think that's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one coming into this final card for the whole event. So
Wow.
yeah, good, great birdie.
Anneli with a tricky position from off the fairway, but gets the next shot onto the middle of the fairway. Heidi as well, a really tricky looking gap through them trees. And she makes it back up to the fairway. It's a nice shot.
Yeah, about 60 meters left.
Yeah, clearly in the middle, but it's kind of a tricky lie still.
Some kind of random footing there where you have to have half of your foot on the rock
Yeah.
and the heel off of it. Good execution, but it hits something, comes down. I guess you'll have to just jump putt approach for par or something, or a little pitch up.
Yeah. It'll be about 35 metres away. Kaidi from the left-hand side of the fairway just tries to turn over a forehand, but just catches branches too. And you can see how ominous the clouds look in the distance. The sky is almost black behind the basket.
Ooh. Storms are brewing.
Yeah, hoping to get this round done with before the storm, the rain comes. Anneli, yeah,
Right
just
side.
catches right side, yeah. We'll still be about 20 metres away from the basket.
Putter turnover shot from Heidi. Nice angle. Wow.
So well
Beautiful.
executed.
Got all the way through.
That was a beautiful shot.
My goodness, yeah, I got through everything. Checked up just in time as well on the backside of that green.
And Kaidi with a beautiful shot as well. Putter approach backhand, yeah. I just catch it a little bit too far right, yeah. Leave myself in a tricky position.
It is pretty tight over there. Nicely done from Anneli.
Don't really have much here, so just chipping up for this one. Sometimes you got to take your medicine.
Yeah, it does. Not necessarily what you want, but smart decision there for sure. Heidi taking her time, getting it done for the par. You're gonna have your bogey here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 3 birdies, 2 bogeys. How's it feeling at this point?
Yeah, pretty good. Some ups and downs. I haven't had a lot of pars there, but it's been nice to get a couple of birdies early on. And yeah, I feel pretty comfortable.
Still a few strokes distance from the pack. Moving on to hole 8, par 3, 74 meters downhill to this heart-shaped island that plays as a hazard everything outside of it. So you're trying to stick it on there. Way downhill, very touchy. Yeah, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, in today's win, this is going to be an interesting one for sure. I think it's probably a headwind off the tee now, and so yeah, we'll be looking to try and get it quite close into that basket. I think even playing down to the billboards and having the OB par putt, I think would still be a good look.
Yeah, smart way to play it. You can almost assure yourself a 3 if you put it close enough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you can maybe sneak it over at the end, then you're happy. They really skip up over it though, especially with the slower disc. So
yeah, you're right. It is rare to skip over the little wall.
So it's kind of a play for the 3 really, and then it's like kind of a prayer for the birdie.
Wind just carries Kaidi quite a long way deep, and yeah, a big roll down the hill. Oh no!
Still rolling, and with the hazard rule in play, that's a very punishing roll away.
Yeah.
She'll take the penalty and still be like almost as far as where she threw from. Not quite, but that's a bit over exaggeration. But she's gonna have a long upshot for sure.
She will. Yeah, it'll be a tricky look. Yeah, Heidi
with a great shot.
Perfect.
Wow.
Really carried by the wind again. She released it really down the hill, but the wind just picked it up, and she'll be onto the island.
Stuck it in the center. Nice low shot here.
Yeah, I went with a more overstable disc today just because of that headwind, and maybe wasn't quite as comfortable releasing it, but it'll just be left side in C1. And again, the wind doing really weird things. Yeah, for Anneli, unfortunately, just carries her quite a bit long again too.
Look at this upshot. Throwing 3. Oh, wow. Really smooth. Nicely done from Kaidi.
Yeah, that was a nice upshot.
Such
from
a gusty wind. Oh.
Yeah, kind of tough wind conditions, really.
Yeah, it's strong and swirly. There we see it picking up again, shifting all the time. Quite a dramatic setting for final round action.
I think quite a good decision from Heidi there. You don't want to be... Well, it's kind of a hard putt looking at the OB or the hazard again, right? So...
For sure. Another nice putt from you.
Yeah, my putt was feeling pretty good.
3. Yeah, just that 1 on 4 and everything else been right in the center, I think. And that nice highlight back on 3. That was really good.
Kaidi with a nice confident putt as well for bogey.
Or 2, should I say. Sorry, it was the jump putt on 2. But yeah, good putt there as well.
And Heidi will tap in her 3. Good golf. Sensible decision, I think.
Yeah, smart there. She's, I guess, finds herself 4 strokes behind coming into the final hole on the front 9 here. Still within range.
Yep, an 84-meter uphill par 3. I guess there's a couple of different routes that you could play to it. Either the turnover backhand that fades in at the end, or the forehand down the more open channel. There's OB on the left-hand side and on the right, and deep of the basket, extremely close. So you don't want to be going long, really. Tricky putt to run.
That's right. The drone's coming in through here on the backhand turnover line. Forehand line is wider left, usually around outside of everything. Pretty tight on the inside, that's for sure. Heidi's going to try to get it through.
You can really hear the wind now.
Yeah, touchy line for this wind. There you see it getting kicked right, left off a birch. Should be in bounds, but not in birdie range. Got the overstable D1.
Yeah, yeah, going with a slightly newer one for more overstability into that headwind. Get myself up just inside the circle.
Very nicely done. Fights through the wind, skips up there into the circle.
Kaidi going turnover, but just doesn't quite get enough turn, and it'll be OB on the left-hand side.
Like the wind lifted it a little bit, faded hard. Interesting to see Anneli go on the backhand. I know she has the forehand power to get there. That one chopped down mid-flight.
Yeah, there's definitely more to miss with the backhand line.
Heidi, touchy little approach. Maybe a little short, but...
Yeah, maybe a little short than she'd
okay.
like, especially in this wind, but...
Anneli not leaving it short, but that's juiced pretty strong.
Yeah. Just overcorrecting from Heidi and going the wrong way, unfortunately, into the OB. I've got to look at birdie. I'm feeling pretty good about myself here. But, yeah, just maybe a little low. An inch higher probably would have stuck, but...
Yeah, a millimeter higher would have. That was in the chains. It hit the nubs hit the backside of or like the last part of the rim, you know, and it kind of like jumped back out. You got nubbed. That's what they call that.
I'll be using that one. Anneli makes the comeback
as close as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Heidi takes the bogey there. Kaidi with the bogey as well. Anneli, yeah.
Unfortunate,
okay, so
yeah.
Even with your miss on the birdie putt, that you're still gaining a stroke on the card here.
Yeah. Kind of surprising, but...
I guess it's windy and just didn't go that well for the card on that one. You had a great drive and it should have been a birdie, but just didn't quite get it to stick here. Now you have a 5-stroke lead at this point.
I didn't know at the time. I wasn't really checking scores, but 5-stroke lead over Heidi, and then really tight between Heidi, Anneli, and Kaidi for second place. It's all to play for on the back 9.
Yeah, make sure you come on back to check it out. Big thanks to our partners, and big thanks to you, Rachel, for joining for the commentary. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been great. We'll see you in the back nine.
See you there.